Welcome everyone. Look upon my boy and despair. Hmm. Forgot to turn off that. Childhood. Probably. Okay, don't do that. The UVs don't like that. Fair enough, sir. I think my beautiful little boy is ready. No. Yes. Pendant UVs. And I'm giving you 256 pixels. Don't go spending them all in the same place. Right. I can't believe you would do this, Simax. I cannot believe that you would make me delay my stream that I had totally scheduled. And what do you mean music is fucked? Why is music fucked? Okay, give me a moment then. Very choppy. Well then, in that case, screw the music. Quite simple. Who needs the music anyway? Anyway, look Simax upon my boy. Isn't he beautiful? Isn't he magnificent? Also, here's Boba Fett. Yeah, not you, this was a reference. But here's my boy. I know, he's amazing. Look at him in all his glory. Yes, that is indeed Boba Fett. And his jetpack. We can't forget the jetpack. He was also a reference. Anyway, Blender models, PSX megastructure. The attendant UVs open with GNU image manipulation program. Woohoo! I hope you are all ready to suffer with me. What colors are we feeling? Color, background, I am going to need a normal, just not a normal, a roughness, just to render some stuff. I am, yeah, I am also feeling the orange, but I feel like the orange is not to make them look like that is a good point. They would look like prisoners, but they are more like slaves. Hmm. The orange does feel a bit too much like Lethal Company as well. Uh, okay, let me have this open. Yeah, and also like everything is orange, red. We have a bit of gray. Mm. I want like to keep like olive and stuff like that and colors like that for the thespian squads. So I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to do with you. What are we feeling? Maybe a yellow? Like slightly orange. Very slightly orange. That could work. I don't. I think that can work. The cheapest color to produce that? That is a good question. That is a great question. One moment. I am discovering what is the cheapest color to produce. White. Following white is blue. According to this random website that I found, I am going to trust it blindly. No. If it says blue, I am going to trust it. Blue it is. I want white for someone else later on. So, blue, sure. Blue sounds good. Now, what kind of blue? This is a nice blue. Okay, so we want the blue for switch it to alpha. U. Okay. Okay. Can you select this stuff better? Okay. That's fine. That's all right. Okay, why do you have to be like this? Thank you. Okay, so you. God damn it. Not here. Okay, let me see all the parts that are to be cloth. Okay, you. Of course, you and you. The pants, which are this. Um, you are selected from there. Okay, so this is all the stuff that's good to be blue. So you can, you do, and you as well. And of course, we selected a bunch of things that we absolutely did not want. You know what? Screw that. I am going to do this manually because if I do it that way, it is going to make me go insane. Blue is, I think it's a pretty good color for these guys. Stands out in their environment. Which is probably good for some reason. This is going to be a lot of me just selecting edges. Yeah, uh, well, no, they are implanted with strikers and everything, so you know that's not a concern. But you know, they gotta see each other. If one of them dies, another will have to find why and where it died, where the other died. So they gotta be able to recognize another attendant from afar. Is what I'm gonna say. Here, 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 over here. Okay, okay, okay. This is going to be a bit difficult, but I think it will not turn out bad. At least not very bad. Might turn a little bad, but generally it will be pretty good. Okay, selection from path. Change to the color. Change back. What is the shortcut for you? B. Interesting. Right, your turn. After we are done coloring, I am going to attempt to texture them a little bit, maybe, possibly. And then we will do the roughness map and I will render them with some lighting so that they aren't just, so that they don't have to have dynamic lighting. We have enough of that. There is more than enough dynamic lighting already. We don't need any more. Right, and the last one is you. Those 0 people with ray tracing will be sad. Yes, exactly. They will be incredibly sad. Just you wait until they discover that my next game will also look like it came out in the early 2000s. I will say at this point I have unfortunately decided that I really want to do the co-op shooter in this universe, which, oh my god, it is, I'm going to regret, I am certain. But who cares? We ball, as they say. Not. Alright, now we want you. All of these things, whatever they are. Okay, I don't need to select you too. You, not you. Yes, you though. And also, why the do you not trust me? Simax, do you think I will be that bad at making a shooter? You have me, Simax, if you really want to. Okay, so... you too. Don't know what kind of co-op games you have in mind, but you do have me. Bro. Okay, actually, triangulate, please. Okay, like that, that's better. Huh? I, okay. I lost something somewhere. I lost the message. No. Wait, what are you? Why are you not selected? Where are you? Oh no. Wait, no. No, what is this? Why is it not selected? Can't see, I can't find it. Yes, hopefully. Oh, it's you. Ah, found it. Okay. Yes, I did say that. You wish you had someone to play that with? I mean, first it needs to come out. You need to wait a bit. Okay, not the belt actually, but these things, yes. Okay. And the collar. I forgot the collar. Collar. Yeah. Yes. Collar. That is in fact the word. Do not go out on me. Alright. Excellent. So now we select these things. Well, it's meant to be like a dive or shoot sort of thing, because he may occasionally need to go out into the atmosphere of Jupiter. The atmosphere, out into Jupiter, into the fog. So it's meant to be airtight. Or at least to give the vibe that it is airtight. I mean, I want it to be just unpainted metal. Don't know why it should be metal, but I have decided it must be metal. The vibes have told me that it must be metal, therefore it will be metal. It will just be generic and grey like everything down here. I will keep alloys and cool colors for other things. These guys just get the grey, iron, steel, whatever that everything else down here is made out of. What other things? You up here? Okay. Splendid. Paint you too. And next one, you down here. I mean, it's definitely some kind of alloy, probably. No, it's probably not just iron or aluminum. I mean, it could be just aluminium actually. Aluminium would do the job. You don't want. Okay, how does one make it? Oh no, what does aluminium look like? I can replace the color easily. Or at least easily enough. Not here. Here. I will grab an image of aluminium. Good idea, Simx. Good thinking. Well done. You will get a thank you in the credits. Special thanks to Simax. Right, let me find whatever the heck. Fine. Wait, no, this is open, not save. I haven't saved yet. What am I doing? Content texture. Save. Okay. One moment. Alright, fair enough. Aluminum 61 D6. Right now, I just need to find the one where it is mostly pure aluminum color. Hmm. This is good enough, I say. Uh, sure, just save it here. We are back. And references. Just drop this in here. That is good enough, sure. Splendid. Okay, and this should be the correct color. Yeah, that looks correct. Woohoo! Shout out to Simax for having great ideas. Okay, so next up. Not you. The belt, I guess. The belt and the satchel. I think that's what we are on animation, apparently. Okay, just you and you. Nice leathery brown. Do I have such a brown? Does this work? I know who has that kind of brown. I know who has that kind of brown. It's the one, the only Boba. Actually, he doesn't really have. Ah, no, he does. He does have that kind of brown. Okay, so this is this. I think. What kind of brown is that? It's not really brown, it's a reddish brown, but alright. Copy this. Thank you, Boba Fett. Oh god. Okay. Excellent. I'm gonna make it a bit more brown. I like it, but I want it to be a bit more brown. Not just gonna steal the colors of Boba Fett. That would be probably legal, but let's not. Let's just not. Right? And up next, you. All right. Come on. This is not bad at all. Okay. Select. Excellent. Now, from what is not you. From what is left? What is left actually? Okay, the boots and the helmet and the gloves. Could go for similar leather for the boots. Not the gloves, I don't think. Although I'm not sure about the boots either. I think. Okay, the boots I have a feeling are. Okay, you and you. I thought so. So you up here. 16. Welcome back. I stole the color from Boba Fett's belt for our belt. I changed it a little, don't worry. No one's coming after me. Boba Fett, truly the GOAT. Saving us. Of course he is. Alright, and I think I'm gonna put some of that aluminum over here. Which is this. And now comes the hard part. Okay, so over here, up here, here, and here. And I think honestly the best thing I can do is just create a vector and have it be like 4 pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 maybe. And let's see how that looks. 6. I think that will work. But Boba Fett is a clone. I thought he was a Mandalorian. No. Ah, I see. Okay. Fair enough. I am not very good with my Star Wars. as I'm sure you could tell. Okay, and now the rest I think I'm just gonna make like black. So actually I'm not even going to color them. Just give me my black from here. Didn't make him age very fast, so Django could have him as his son. And by age very fast, I mean he aged normal. Not like all other clones. Okay, I see. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Let's just export. Not yet. Not yet, actually. We also need the roughness. We can go out. Now, roughness. Where is the visor? What what happened to the visor? One moment. What? Oh, this is the visor. Right, because it's half and half. Don't like. Huh? You mean they're 10 years old? Don't like that you, Mr. Visor, are like this. Wrap confrontal. Okay, make it small and put it like here. Sure, that will do. Okay, export the UVs, models, PSX. Where is a PNG in here? Tendon UVs. Overwrite. Right, and drop them. Not you, you. Drop them in here. Line it up correctly. Come on. Go. Eh. Thank you. And now I can come here and select. That's not great for the clones. That's pretty bad for the clones. Why did they make them age fast? Was it just so that they would grow up quickly? Oh, yes, I see. I mean, that doesn't seem like the most logical thing to do, but what do I know? Sure, put you like thing. Okay. No. Right. At 15. Put you now at like 40 for the metal bits. No, the metal bits. Okay. That's all good. Oh, there's a woman. Interesting, I think. Right, the cloth can be like 90, do it like 80. So you can be at 80. The leather should probably be at like in the 40s as well, or maybe even lower. I'll put you at like 30. Signed leather. And then we have, who do we have? You left. Okay, you and you. She's only in the Bad Batch series. I assume that is a series about a bad batch of clones. Going to take a big risk here and make that guess. Okay, and now go back to like 90. For the black parts. Want them to be like plasticky. Ah, the squad is called the Bad Batch. That is disappointing. Mildly disappointing. I don't have very high stakes. Clone Force 99 actually, but yeah. Wait, so are they a bad batch or not? Ah, I see. So they are a bad batch. All right. I should also probably make a metallic, which will be well, the metallic will be you and also you, and paint it like for no. Make it like 60. Okay, so this is our color. So they just went and made some soup out of random stuff. I see, very interesting. No, I do kind of. Okay, that is way too much. want can I fit a 3? Not with that font size. Is this going to make sense, or is it going to be mirrored? Huh. Interesting. I am thinking this will probably be mirrored. So actually, forget about that for now. Okay, so this is our color, temporarily. Not yet. Export as attendant color. Yeah, sure. Then roughness. Wait, did I ever? No, I never did. Okay, I forgot. One moment. I need to color this one in as well. You can be. Think you need to be 90. Okay, no. No, I said no. What is your problem? Why do you not disappear? Okay, lasso select. Whatever. This is easier for me anyway. Probably. Arguably. Yeah, I will put it on the front of the shirt as well, but I wanted it on the back too. But yeah, it's gonna go on the front. That was part of the plan all along. This is the wrong layer. Okay. Like that. Export attendant roughness. Yes. Okay, I forgot. I deleted the dot. And the metallic. I did not export the background. Ah. Okay. And the metallic. Okay, we are going to need you a bit later, Gimp, but for now you can rest. No. And then mat. Here, for me, textures. Okay, I put them all here, thankfully. You can go here, you can go here, you can go here. That's not where I wanted you to be. Look at him, he looks horrible. Do not worry, my boy, you will look better soon. With emphasis on soon. Okay, the leather I think is too shiny. But that's quite alright. Hmm. No, it's not too bad. But I did put it in here first to see if we need to tweak anything. Anything. The shoes don't look great, but I do not care enough. But the leather definitely needs to be rougher. So we are going to open GIMP again. Open the roughness. Select the leather. Okay, it needs to be a lot less of a threshold. Okay, that's the leather, and you're going to be like 60 roughness. No. Okay, export as tendant roughness. Roughness. Classic. And also I remember this can be a gray texture. Re-import it. Yeah, that looks better. That looks much better. I think this is quite alright. I think we can work with this. So I am going to go ahead and filters, noise, HSV. We're gonna put a bit of a noise on the roughness texture. Just a little noise. Honestly, this much will be alright. We're going to do the same on the metallic. New seed. Okay, and we are going to do the same on you as well. HSV. The hue. Bring it up to like 6. The saturation we can play with as well. Up the dulling. And the value not gonna change too much. You should. I also think I can probably do a little something like around the edges. So like where the seam would be, a bit more wear. So like, just select the blue and select border to like a 3. Deselect every other color so that I don't have to worry about that. And okay, that is annoying. Come together, please. Okay, that's fine. And I can do like a select, distort. Don't want you to spread too much. Okay. If I decrease the saturation here now. Okay, that didn't really work too much. Not how I wanted it to, at least. That's a bit annoying. I wish it had tooltips. That would be really useful. Okay, that is much better. That is way, way better. Let me get the edges. Okay, that's pretty good. Deselect this and this again. And do like a feather too. And color, saturation. Bring it like down. Or noise. No. Okay, bring the saturation way down. Okay, and maybe now noise. How will this look? Not great, probably, but I hold on to hope. Okay, export. Let's begin with the roughness since it's already there. Yes, replace gray. Good. Metallic. Export. Metallic. Replace gray and color. Tendant color. Export. Replace. And you need it to be RGB. Splendid. And I can drop all of you back here. And yeah, it does. I mean, actually, it doesn't look bad. That looks like believable enough. Seems okay. There is a bit of blue there. That's not bad, is it? Okay, now we are going to need another texture. Image texture, new, no alpha, and you are going to be attendant shading. You're going to be 256 by 256. New image. Alright, and now we go on the layout. Bring this down. And we want to render just you with light. Actually, I can just use this light. Bring them all of these to 0. Bring it like 3. 3 zip. Okay. And you will be an area light. Let's give it like 500 power. Your color is going to be CCBE00, our nice yellow, no rotation. And your size will be 2 by 2. So now if I switch to cycles, 512, denoise, fast, you can go like after 16. GPU compute, please. If I take a look now, you look something like this, which may be a bit too much of yellow. So actually, okay, 0.1 is a bit too much. And 2.25. Yeah, okay, that's better. Strength of 500 seems to be a bit too much. Bring it down to like 300, 200. Okay, 200 is fine. And I am going to import models, not you. Yeah, sure, the barracks. The barracks makes sense. Import GLTF. Oh my god, it's massive. Well, if you say so. Don't need you. The colors should be all correct. And move you like here. -11. I should not have chosen the barracks. Okay, barracks pods. Woohoo. Where is your texture? Here it is. Import GLTF. Yeah. And move you by 11. GX. I think it was 11. Yeah, 11. And also bring the computer. Where is the console? Console.bin. Okay. Bring you in. Import. Import. Okay, what has gone wrong? Oh, that's the collision. Okay. Okay. All good. And now what does it look like on the render? It looks like this. I think that's quite all right. Which means that now I'm going to go here into shading and I am going to open the actually advanced light paths. Can reduce you, you, and you. And I'm going to turn on fast GI approximation. And I am going to bake diffuse direct and indirect. Yeah, I am glad it does, because if it didn't, that means I have done something horrible with the scale. And we're going to bake. Yay! It looks how it's supposed to, I think. Only one way to find out. Mix, multiply with u factor 1. Bring you down here. Get the roughness out of here, get the metallic out of here. And boom. Swap to diffuse color. And he should look like he is properly lit. And he does in fact look like he is properly lit, which makes me very happy. However, the reflections, no, how do I get reflections? Glossy? Okay, let me test. Texture, image texture, attendant, glossy, bake, new image. What if I mix you with you? What will happen now? I'm just messing around at this point. I'm not sure what the difference is. Not sure there is one. Environment? Well, this is just gray. So that's not useful. This is a bit harder than I thought it would be. I mean, you do get like... Is it like specular volume? No. Ambient occlusion. Could. Probably should. Mission, environment, combined, diffuse light. Probably should bake the ambient occlusion. So ambient. Not sure if it gets baked with the other stuff, but whoa. Okay, maybe I do like multiply with you and then multiply with you as well. And switch you to diffuse color. No. Okay. Clearly not. Darken. Also not. Mix. No. Well, this is an interesting result, but still no. Okay, so maybe I just mix you and you and then put this here. How is this different to this? Okay, it's a bit darker. Is it better though? I am unsure. What do you think, Simax? I am unsure. That doesn't seem to make a difference. Sure, we keep it, whatever. So now we save you, save as textures, attendant shading, and image, save as attendant ambient. Okay. So now we open GIMP again. Attendant textures. And we can now go back here, textures, and we have shading and ambient. Splendid. I'm gonna keep ambient on the side for a bit now. And you can be multiply. Actually, wait a moment. Normal. Right. Is this? No, that's... The helmet still gets nothing. The helmet still gets absolutely nothing. Does it get anything from here? It does get something from here. Well, anyway. Multiply. And you can be multiply as well, but like 10%. Yeah, sure. But the helmet, normal, and specifically for the helmet, select, remove holes. Okay. Edit copy. Actually select, invert, cut. And we can like Gaussian blur maybe. Gaussian blur is doing nothing. Oh, because it is inverted. That's right. Filter, no, keep selected. Blur, Gaussian blur, like, yeah, sure. And color, brightness, contrast, bring up the brightness. And the contrast a bit. So now you look like that. And I am going to dither you a bit with the 16-bit Bayer. Actually, do I want to dither you? I'm not sure. You do get kind of an interesting feel, but maybe I won't. Okay, what are we thinking, Simax? I think this is not too bad. And now I can export you as attendant texture. Finally. And now I'm gonna bring the attendant texture back in here. Actually, open with GIMP, a new window, close you, and now it is time for you to be posterized. I'm sorry. 48. I think I'm gonna give you 64. You are very lucky. Okay. Fair enough. And overwrite. No, don't need to be saved. Alright, and now I can bring the texture in here. And slot this in here. And it looks a bit like this. Excellent. Maybe, probably, I forgot the tag. The tag can go in later. No, honestly, I could probably have done this with... What do you look like? As a 128 by 128. Tendon texture 128p. You weren't made to be 128 by 128, but what do you look like? I honestly think it looks better. I'm not gonna lie, I think 128 works better for the vibe. Okay, also open recent. Because I remembered one other thing. I kinda want more than just the helmet to survive, so normal and select everything that is normally black. Okay, select remove holes. The gloves, yes. And besides that, what else is black? You and you. Select, remove holes, sharpen. Okay, there's some nonsense going on here. This is very annoying nonsense. This is extremely annoying nonsense. Why could you not just be selected normally like a good kid? You disappoint me. Simax punish it. How dare it? How dare these pixels not work for me? Alright. Select, invert. Cut. Edit. Cut. You don't have an alpha now, I guess, at alpha. Cut. Okay. Select, invert, color, no filter, Gaussian, to a 1. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe bring it down a bit. and export as texture. And open the texture because I still think that the 128 by 128 fits better. Not that it is going to make a difference because I still haven't figured out how to make 128 by 128 textures look good in a Godot, but you know. Yeah, now the gloves and the stuff actually has things going for them. Not sure if it's good things, but you know, there is stuff going on. Does the helmet kind of look like a... Can you see like a smile with two eyes, Max? Hmm. Can you see my cursor? Yes, you can see my cursor. Can you kind of see it, or is my brain messing with me too much? I don't like that I can see that. I wish to unsee. Please. Okay, you can't see it. It's too late for me. I think a demon is coming. You can't see it. Okay. Maybe my monitor brightness is too high. Alright, that is basically everything. Yeah, my PC is haunted. Bro, my PC is haunted. The monsters got in. I can't believe it. And now for the most exciting part. I have to rig it now. No! This is the part where it gets really bad. Jesus Christ. Good idea, Max. I like how you think. I will exercise the spirit. I need to play Mechanicus. Total Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, not Total War. CP break. You should go like there. You do not need to be that humongous. Actually, you should be tiny. What, do you not know how to spell Mechanicus? Are you a heretic, Simax? That sounds like heretic behavior to me. Oh, exercise. I don't know how. I think you wrote it correctly the first time. Look, Max, it doesn't matter. The English language does not make sense. Who cares? Alright, you can be lower torso. You can be higher torso. You can be left shoulder, left head and shoulders, not sponsored. You can be a right shoulder. You can be don't know if there is a name for you, so upper arm it is. Left upper arm. Yeah, sure. That was almost a perfect 0.25. Wow. This is exciting, I know. You must hold back your excitement, Simax. Right upper arm. The microphone is really annoying at the moment. Fight it, do not burp. I'm fighting it. I am successfully fighting it. I am neutralizing the threat. Okay, you can be left hand. And I do sadly need one for the finger. No, this is all the finger budget we could have. Did I measure those at all? No, I did not. What am I doing? Max, how could you let me? Yeah, sure. Left hand. Yeah, I think I won. I think the burp has been neutralized successfully. I didn't measure it again, did I? Actually, I think I did. Doesn't matter. We need to be safe. Better safe than sorry. Okay, and now for the thumbs. X on like 0.01 maybe, and forward by, oh, that's perfect. 0.12. Okay. Extrude on the Y, 0.012 and 0.1. Splendid. Okay, so right thumb and left thumb. He's coming along, our boy. Should we name him? No, that was a trick question. Of course you do not name your attendants, don't be silly. They aren't enough of a person to name them. Well, we can name the cube though. What should we name this cube? This is a trick question to see if you remember what the attendant you play as is. Because he does have a code as a name. Do you remember, Simax? This is your moment to shine. It's okay if you don't. Give me a sec. He's going to Discord. Check it. It's okay if you don't remember. I only mentioned his name a little bit on the earlier voice lines. He is an attendant. You just need to remember where he is. In which substructure. I also mentioned it in a... Well done, Simax, substructure Omicron. And his number... The number is the easy part. Yes, Omicron 33. Well done, Simax. Well done. And this is why you will go on the credits. You are simply too good. Yes, his memory is not too far gone yet. Oh my god. Okay. Now we must go down. Did I normally give these guys a pelvis? I do not remember. You don't need it. You don't need it. Probably. Okay. Parent clear disconnect. GX. 1.5 maybe. And GZ. Minus 0.2. Lower you a bit more on the 0.75. 0.75. Okay, and on the X, how much? How far? I think. I had moved this one by 1.25, right? I had moved the left leg by 0.125. I mean, it looks the same, maybe. I think it was 0.6. Okay, just go back. When in doubt, go back. Minus 1.125. GZ. Lower you by 2. And bring you down another 0.75. I made the exact same mistake. and move you by 0.025. Okay, and now it is the same for certain. And you are left thigh and right thigh. Whoa, he went down. And you can go down to here. Like 0.35, I guess. Actually lower you down by 0.005 and do the same to you, and minus 1.3. Right, now what is the part of the leg below the thigh called? I mean, it's a thigh, you cannot deny it. Oh no, I forgot. Oh no, it's over. Oh no. Oh. I remember it in Greek, but I do not remember it in English. Hmm. Uh. Wait, I'm remembering. No, I'm not remembering. Sin. That's right. I think it's the sin. I'm pretty sure it's a sin. It also sounds cooler than a calf, which is also the baby cow. Too many zeros. And you go down by like 0.15 and 0.15, and you will have the honor to be the right ankle. Ankle? They are ankles, right? I think they are ankles. Not UNCLE ankle. ANKLE ankle. Not to be confused with anything else. Okay, and you can go forward by 0.5. You will be the left foot. Ankle, not ankle. Exactly my point. And you will be the right foot. Excellent. And now we may go through a process which is called parent and pray to God that the automatic weights are good. They are not going to be good. Disclaimer. Okay. Okay, well, it's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. The scene is actually pretty great. Ankle is also fine. Foot is good. Okay, so the thigh is iffy. What about you? Uh, I need to do a little something about what happens to the belt, but you're fine. You also look to be fine. How about the head? The head needs to get a little less rotation below the collar, but otherwise good. And now, the things that will probably be really bad. Okay, no, actually, it's not that bad. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, the thumb is fine. The hand is fine. And you are fine. Okay, the automatic weights actually have not failed me this time. Oh boy. That's 22 bones. Although this bone is useless because it controls everything. So we don't use it. Okay, I can work with this. I can absolutely work with this. Object mode, select you, weight paint. The incredibly exciting world of weight painting. Lower torso. Actually bone. Yeah, we don't want the bone to have weight over anything actually. So we will just do this real quick and be gone, creature. Thank you. The thighs are likely going to be a bit more problematic. Okay, we can actually have this list be a little longer. We don't want you to go that far up. Because you start making problems when you do. And I don't like having problems to deal with. Also, I think the bones will need to go a bit up. Actually, what if I just... What if I just move up the bones? Will that solve all my problems magically? Because the rotation point is... Yeah, you know, that has basically solved off all of my problems. Okay, so weight painting is basically... Each bone has its own collection of vertices. Vertices are these dots. These dots are vertices. And each bone has a collection of vertices that... Yeah, it basically just has a collection of vertices. These vertices have each a weight for each bone. So, depending on the weight, that tells the mess how much it will be affected by the bone. If it's a weight of 1 and there is another bone that has a weight of 0.5, then it will be affected less by one bone and more by the other. That's basically how this works, which makes it really expensive when you have big messes with a lot of bones. Because each bone needs to keep track of the weight for every single vertex. I think. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Which is why bow rigging with bones is really expensive and why, while I'm not doing it in the PlayStation 1 and like the N64, typically messes, like characters would have each part of their body be a separate mess, and each one of them would be rotated using math, because that math is a lot cheaper than doing all of this stuff. Like you can see, one moment, let me find like cancel. Let me find a good example of this. Like Final Fantasy for the PlayStation. Final Fantasy 7 for the PlayStation. Uh, sure, this will do. One more. Copy image. Paste. Okay, so you see, you can kinda see it here, but not really. Like each part is its own little thing that moves separately. I picked a really bad image for this. Okay, let me pick a better image. I am certain there is a better image for this. Okay, you look promising. You are fine, but what other options do we have? None that I really like better than you, so sure, we'll go with you. Cancel. Here you can see it better, like how here it is separated, the legs are separated, the feet are separated, same with the enemy. It's just cheaper. Yeah, I know, but I wanted to get a good image in to show it happening on the model. I should have probably just taken Mario. That would have been a lot easier to show off, but whatever. For the Nintendo 64, Super Mario 64, wahoo! Now, the next step on our adventure is to animate the lad. Oh no! Absolutely not. Not now. For now, we are just going to take him and export him. For now. Maybe stream on Sunday for that. We'll see. Whenever I get the courage to do that. Okay, so now close Blender, minimize YouTube, minimize OBS, Godot, maintenance, and documents, Blender, models, PSX, megastructure, and the attendant should be, yeah, right here. I've exported you wrong code. I'm okay. It's alright. I'm not upset. You are upset. TLTF, please. No animation for now. Mess apply modifiers. Include selected objects. Okay. Now, now I can come in here in my incredibly long list of messes and bring in the bin, bring in the GLTF, and bring in the texture. Which cannot possibly. Why did you end up there? Which cannot possibly end up looking good, but whatever. Create a new material. Resource, standard material. Attendant. Matte. Save. Albedo. We'll go with you. Shading. Per vertex. Lambert. Disabled. Disable. And honestly, we can disable these two. Maybe not you. Roughness doesn't matter. Metallic doesn't matter. Those are all baked. Sampling. Linear. Shadows. Disable receive, sure. Okay, and now I can open you, my beautiful baby boy, and light baking. Dynamic disabled. Import, no. Generate, all of these. No, we don't need all of this. You are going to be very close always. Re-import. Visibility range, cast shadows. LODs, disabled. Light map. Well, I guess you don't need the light. Do you need a whatever? Okay, and now I can come here, and instead of the mess, I can drop our boy. And because he's our boy, he's just going to look at the correct side immediately, because he's simply that good. And that should be it. Okay, I forgot to give you the texture, so I can't see through you. Assets, materials, attendant, open, re-import. Okay. How do you look, actually? Unshaded. Okay. Guess it's not too bad. The texture didn't get butchered too badly. Okay. It's still a bit problematic. But the vision is there. My arms got broken by the door. Okay, I have an idea. I think we need to move the camera forward a bit. Transform. Put it like there. Okay, it was an honest attempt. You cannot blame me for trying. You know, we don't have the... We can't see the helmet anymore, which is a plus. Okay, don't fall. Alright, this is this room in all of its glory and the floating thing. It is currently not baked. The lighting is not baked for reasons beyond my understanding. Yeah, it's big. It big. It very big. And now it is baked again. Right. I do need to do something because this looks like absolute garbage, as you can probably see. The dynamic shadows are not great. Yeah, and this is what it actually looks like with the lighting baked. I think the vibe in here is pretty damn good. The normal for some reason in this is still enabled. I think I just realized why, but yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. And now our problem. Do you see that crane barely moving? Okay. So print area get overlapping areas. Func on hook area entered. So this only goes off when it overlaps with another area. It is empty. You can't see it, but there is nothing here. It is empty. Why is it empty? Also, is the freight crane supports? Did I not set you? Yes, I did not set an external null material on you. Okay, freight chamber mat, reimport, and I need to bake you again. Fine. Did I set an external material for all of you? Yeah, I probably did. Okay, before I bake that, let me go in here and figure out why the lights are not lighting. Use physical light units of shadow filter quality. Quality settings of shadows cast by Omnilight reduce and spot like higher quality settings use more samples. Low quality settings may result in shadows looking grainy. This is for the lighter side. Rhythms with cannot cast shadows into the view frustrum will not be rendered into shadow maps. Okay. I think though that it is use half resolutions. If I disable use half resolution. Bake the light maps again. Isn't light map baking exciting? Don't answer that question. Yay, yippee. Will it look less garbage? No, it still looks garbage. It still looks pretty garbage. Project settings, and also take me somewhere where I can see the lights that are actually dynamic, doing their thing. Okay. I don't know how much you can see of this Emacs. I don't think it's a whole lot. Use half resolution. Does this change in real time? Can't tell. Quality voxel GI. This did not change anything. Are these not... Are you... Am I misunderstanding how you work? That did not change anything either. That did not change anything either. Unless maybe I need to like move to update you. No. Okay, probably. Maybe this? No. Positional shadows. I thought that lights... Make mode static. Okay, you're a bad example. Day 0, light array 0. You're dynamic. Okay, so bake static didn't like is taken into account in dynamic baking. Environment and CVI enabled only. The light can be moved around or modified with global illumination updating in real time. Appearance will be slightly different. This has a great performance cost compared to bake static. Okay. So it is for global illumination. So pro breakout. Frames to converge. And if I just turn all of this up, do I not have SDFGI enabled? SDFGI. Where is that as a setting? Is it like... Is it specular? No, it's not specular. Environment SDFGI. If to enable signed instance field global illumination. Default false. Where can I find that? And supported in the forward plus. Not suited for low-end hardware. I guess I will deal with it looking bad. Then disappointing. Maybe I need to bake it again. Maybe I just need to bake the lighting and that will all work out for me. No, that did nothing. No. Okay. Okay, bake it again. I will figure out the shadows sometime, I guess. Anyway, so what we actually want to deal with today, ideally, I can close you, is why the hell does the hook not work? Why in God's green earth? Okay, so what is supposed to happen and almost happens, let me change to unshaded so you can see, is you, right, you are dynamic, so you render black. So you see the blue box here, right? You see this blue box. That is the area 3D of the crane, which, when it comes in contact with this blue box, which is the area 3D of the container, it throws this, the function on hook area entered. And it works. However, huh? Foreseen player inventory size of pay inventory should. Whatever. I, I, I could not tell you why this is happening. No, nothing broke, don't worry. But why does this not work even though it totally should work? Oh, that's funny. I can just moving the camera slightly removes the door. I also want to see another thing. If this is just test. If I change you to sampling nearest. Okay, nothing changed. Nearest map then. I don't understand what is going on and why it is going on. Like, genuinely, whatever the reason is for this to not function, I do not comprehend it. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Like, as far as I can tell, there is no reason why. This is monitorable, and it is monitoring. It doesn't even need to be monitoring. This is monitoring and monitorable. It doesn't even need to be monitorable. It masks 4, layer 4. So it scans layer 4. This belongs on layer 4. Which is why they interact, and this can find this. So Why in God's green earth does that? No, okay, it works. So why does it not find it? Even though it absolutely should. As far as I can tell, there is no reason. But clearly there must be a reason. CP break. Okay, now it should. I love me some hydration. Okay. So. Hmm. 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 Oh. I. Like, I genuinely have absolutely no idea why the hell this could be happening. I've got absolutely no clue. What could possibly be causing this? Let's run it one more time just to see. It almost works up to here. It doesn't work any lower. By the power of my hippos, I enter the room. Alright, I don't have shadows here. Okay, actually, let me open my flashlight first. So, in case you're wondering, the controls for this was to move the crane, which you can now see. You can now see the crane, the magnet at least. It's up there. Source, trust me, bro. Doesn't work great, but it works for what we are doing right now. The movement, I mean. And now I lower it. And now it reaches the breakpoint. And now I get confused because the output says nothing. And if I put another breakpoint in here, it is never going to get activated. Which makes me quite very upset. This is... What? I figured it out, you guys. Don't worry about anything. No. No, I didn't break it. I simply misunderstood the assignment. Hook on area. Hook on area. Don't worry about it. If hook on get parent. Who can get parent remove child who... Okay, now it should work. Look, there's 34 and there's 32, and here's my hole. It was made for me. The tipo is so funny. It amuses me greatly. Okay. Move it forward. Move it a bit to the right and lower it. Please work. Oh ho ho. Okay. Get yup. What? Okay. Why? What went wrong? Why did this get printed so many times? Okay, you know what? This will ensure that nothing will go wrong, probably. Hopefully. Okay, so now the lifting should work. I think. Cross your fingers. Well. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Interesting. Mm. Good question, Simax. I'm wondering the same. Indeed, where? Okay, you know what? Maybe it wasn't the best idea. Um, Maybe it wasn't the best idea to have it like make it apparent. Uh, okay, I am going to do something different. Physics process, okay. There should be somewhere right here. If is no hook on. If hook on, then hook on y equals crane position y position y. I hope this works. Okay, Z, Z, and X. Crane position X, and crane position Z. Now, if C greater than 240 and this crane moving, if hook on and hook on equals null. If hook on, if is down, is down. If hook on and is down equals false. Let's see if this works. I might have to... I think it might break in the same way. Yeah, okay, I get what happens. That is not what should be happening then, but I'll deal with that later. Yeah, okay. You need to go a bit lower, all of you, so that the crane can still move. That is true with both of you as well, actually. Okay. What went wrong? You went wrong. I think that should be okay. Now, the crane. How high up are you? Transform. Okay, I see. How low do you get? How low do you need to get at least? Minus 6.3, I'd say, is fair enough. So the Y should be crane position Y minus 6.3. And I think now it should work. Mostly, kind of. Still doesn't work great, as I said. It will absolutely go through the platform if I let it. Yeah, okay, and you are still moving even though I'm over here. And it disappeared. Will it resurface through the floor, maybe? No. Okay. One moment. Pause. Where the hell are you, Freight? Right holder. Okay, right here post. Unpause you. Can I see it? I haven't selected it, I don't think. Not properly. Project settings, window. I need to restart. God damn it. That just... Okay. Back to this perspective. The best way for me to figure out what the hell is going wrong is to simply shape 3D, select that, go back to input, and now I will be able to tell what the hell has happened. Okay, I still can't tell what the hell. It... Huh? How did you... Huh? Excuse me? Excuse me? What do you mean? Huh? Okay. Okay. So, sir, what would happen to be your real global position? And how can I see it? Maybe I should just get your global position. Maybe that will work better. Alright, let's see now how catastrophically wrong this will go. I bet you missed looking at this in windowed mode. I bet you did. The T-posing shadow will never not get old. Okay, one moment. Switch to 3D, select it, input, E. Okay, that was my problem this time. It's not going up. Why is it not going up? Or did it go up? No, you are not changing your position, I don't think. Also, I don't need to be doing that anymore. Simax, you show yourself for a moment. Okay. Does it immediately go into this? Simax, you show yourself for a moment there. Don't worry about it. I think it just immediately switches into this. In which case... I could do it two ways. I am going to go with the stupid way. Bar I equals 0. I greater than 0. If corn and is down, I plus 1 and I equals 0. Let's see if it works now. If it's stupid but works, then it's not stupid. Incorrect. If it's stupid and it works, it can in fact still be stupid. I didn't select it, so now I have no idea where it is. Okay. Right, overriding the camera means... Well, I can look at our boy and override the camera, please. The camera is still over there. Hi, camera. It's me, yeah boy, and someone is calling me. It was my grandma. Over here, yes. Aha, ha ha ha. Look upon me. Kinda, no, not really. Okay, manipulate from editor. Whoa. Yay. Yippee, it's me. Look at me go. It me. It me. Yay. Okay, let me try and find where the hell the crate has gone. I see it. It's right there. Okay. Well then. Do I need to add 6.3 to you? Maybe. Let's see, we will find out also. Good enough. This time I will select it. I will not make the same mistake, hopefully. Okay, Stand here, select. Stand here, 3D, select. Select. Input. E. Lower it down. Yes! Oh god, it works! It's beautiful. Does it also lower correctly? Please tell me it lowers correctly. Moves all the way. All the way over there. Okay, that's probably fine. It lowers correctly, maybe, probably. It lowers correctly. Yes! Woohoo! Yippee! Hooray! It actually works. Okay, so as I said earlier, there are still a few problems with this. First of all, let me demonstrate. You can also see the chords up there, but I do not care enough. It can just go through here and yeah. So that's problem number one. It also means that if there are more than one container, you can just place a container inside another container. So it needs some work for that. I am not sure what kind of work yet. But yeah, that's the main problem that there is with this. It shouldn't be too hard. I should be able to fix it with just another area 3D that just looks for the regular collision. I think. I hope. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty good. Also, how long? This has been a pretty good stream, hey. This has been a pretty good length stream, hey. God. Change it back to borderless, to full screen. Not borderless, that is not an option. I am pretty happy to leave it here, so thank you, Simax, for having me stream, for forcing my hand. How could you? And I will see you again on the next one. Have a good evening. It was a good time. And I'll do it again. Good on you, Simax. Do it again. Yeah. Tomorrow, maybe we'll go back to Hollow Knight. Goodbye. That's all.